I know this is like hyperbolic, but I would say that we are an unstoppable art museum and art school.
This year, the Danforth turns 50, and they've curated an exhibit titled 1975 to 2025, celebrating 50 years of collecting to honor the occasion.
This 50th anniversary celebration, we really kind of wanted to focus in on where we started with our permanent collection. That includes some of the very first 2 items that were ever brought into our permanent collection, all the way up to works that we just acquired within the last year.
Their permanent collection started mostly with donations, such as their very first pieces by Dürer and Goya. Without an acquisition fund, they would accept any museum-quality work they could get their hands on. As the museum became more established, their collecting strategies shifted focus to American art and its influences. Over the course of 50 years, their collection has grown substantially from those 2 original pieces.
Right now, our permanent collection is just about 3,700 objects.
The curation team had to narrow that entire collection down to only about 50 pieces in the exhibit. Each one was thoughtfully chosen as a representation of the museum's evolving collecting practices over the last half-century.
It's hard when you only have around 50 pieces to represent your collection, and we really want to show the range of the media that we collect. So in this exhibition, you see sculpture, photography, painting, drawing, printmaking, just to show the wide range of what we do bring into the collection at the Danforth.
Jessica says this year's exhibit is a combination of community favorites, recent acquisitions, and what she refers to as new-to-you pieces, which are older objects from the collection that haven't been shown in a long time. Altogether, they represent part of the museum's journey that started in 1975. Back then, the only nearby art museums were in Boston or Worcester, so a small group of Framingham artists made it their mission to change that. They wanted to provide local residents of all ages with the opportunity to make and learn about art.
What they would say about the museum was that it was a novelty to have a museum without a rich benefactor.
Nan Hass Feldman was a founding member of the museum. She recalls hosting Danforth dinners, in which she and other members of the community would host dinner parties to raise money for the museum. Guests would pay to attend, and all the proceeds would go to the Danforth.
It was all grassroots.
For decades, the Danforth was able to achieve its mission with the help of community support. Their downtown building welcomed thousands of visitors yearly and was home to many unique exhibits and classes. But despite their success, they were evicted in 2016 due to the building's irreparable state.
It reached a crisis a few years back.
It was doesn't go there for a few years.
It was very tense because we knew that if the university took it over, it would last forever. But if the university did not take it over, it would go under.
The Danforth did not go under, and Framingham State became the first state university with an art museum, which officially reopened in 2019.
Having that support with the students and the professors on campus, it has really allowed us to broaden our view. So having the student who can help us with rotating this space, it brings in a different viewpoint that we would have never had before. And then being able to bring in artists who have that connection with the university, as well as have exhibited here, I think just kind of builds that community connection more.
It feels really good that it will live on now as part of the university.
Nan witnessed firsthand the trials and tribulations it took for the museum to become the institution it is today. And she says she enjoyed every moment of it.
I was glad to be a part of it from the very beginning. And hopefully it'll have a long future.
I really hope that with the future of this institution, that it is kind of the trajectory that we're setting right now, which is rebuilding those connections with downtown Framingham, with making broader connections with the town surrounding Framingham, with offering more programming for people to come and experience and learn about artists or about certain time periods of art, or just coming to create art. I hope that's where our trajectory will go, is to be that known local place that people will come to whenever they need to.
More and more with each year, particularly as we're celebrating our 50th and Framingham is celebrating their 325th, we're making a lot more connections between where we started as the Danforth in Framingham in the city of Framingham now.
The 1975 to 2025 Celebrating 50 Years of Collecting exhibit is on display at the Danforth until September 26th.